Howdy ho, guys and gals, welcome back to the Den of Tools. Today is Monday, October 6th, which means it's time for, say it with me, Deals of the Week! All right, we got a ton of hot deals. In fact, this is a Amazon free Deals of the Week. And the reason being is that tomorrow is Prime Days. Tomorrow and Wednesday, Prime Days, so we will have videos both days. Don't know if we're going to be live streaming it. We'll see how it goes. But the deals are coming. We got a ton of hot deals for you here. So let's jump in. So first of all, I want to thank today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is Den of Tools, denofTools.com. You can go check out our new products over there. We've got some organization stuff for your pick and hook tray sets, as well as a complete line, a mostly complete line of socket tray sets specifically for the Harbor Freight Quinn Master socket set. So that's the 1/2 inch, the 3/8, and the 1/4 inch chrome, as well as the 1/2 inch and 3/8 impact. We have the bit sets coming later. Now these are just for the sockets. They don't cover the adapters, extensions, stuff like that. We're still working on those. We got a lot more coming out. So people have been asking like, hey, you're gonna come out with one for the Quinn, the 400 piece or $400 master set. Yes, we're working on that. And some people have been asking for Tekton ones. We're going to get these launched here. Well, they are launched. We're going to get these first sets out. And thank you to everyone who's ordered. There's been a ton of them. You can go over to denofTools.com. In fact, if you hear some noises there in the background, that's just my clankers going to work back there building them. Sorry, my kids hate it when I use that term. My biologically challenged workforce. There we go. All right. Anyway, let's move forward. We're over at Aldi. We got the 4-outlet cord reel, 25 feet long for $12.99. That's actually pretty nice there. Nice deal on that one. We got the 20-volt cordless blower from Ferrex there for $50. That's a full kit, getting the battery, charger, whole 9 yards for $50. It's not a heavy-duty blower, but for light-duty kind of stuff, it can get the leaves off the driveway kind of thing and grass clippings and whatnot. We got the Ferrex cordless pole saw. Now, here's the deal with these pole saws. Just get good chains on them, all right? You get good blades, and they just work fine, all right? Let the saw do the work. You don't have to power through anything. All right, now we're over at Menards. Check this out, the Black & Decker screwdrivers. I like the look of these. I haven't held them in my hand, but they look nice. 17-piece set for $8. Now, granted, a lot of that is the bit driver and the bits, but still, that's a pretty good set there for $8. We got a first aid kit. Come on, folks. If you've got a shop and you don't have a first aid kit, what are you doing? I mean, accidents happen. Don't care how good you are. That's not going to stop, a disc on your grinder from exploding and trying to take out one of your eyeballs. You got to have some safety equipment, all right, folks? Whether you get this one or another one, be safe, all right? Anyway, $13.99, $14. Then we got the Irwin. Speaking of being safe, look at this. We've got the butterfly knife style beveled wood chisel. I certainly would not hurt myself with this for $4. We got the high impact air duster. I don't know how good this is, but it's the vacuum / air duster kit. I've tried stuff like this. Honestly, I find them to be a little bit meh on both, but for $9, $10 really, I guess it might be worth a try. Then we got the Sudal. I don't know how they pronounce that. We got your door insulation. It's spray foam, folks. We got spray foam for $2. We got gap filler for $2. Isn't that not the same? Well, this is low expansion foam. This is expanding foam. And when they say it expands, usually, I mean, I've not tried this product in particular, but spray foam, it expands. So maybe try the low expanding foam first. Just be careful. All right, then we got the Skill. Look at this rotary hammer. A frigging rotary hammer full kit with the battery and charger for $40. $40. Links and everything down below. $40. That's insane. All right, this one, just throw it as a little bonus. We got the Yukon Glory Universal Portable Grill Table. Actually, that's kind of cool, man. Back when we were doing a ton of RVing and doing some off-site stuff, that would have come in real handy on a lot of days. Coming in there for $100. We got some battery packs. Now check this out. We got the Northtech AAA 4-pack for $7.11. We've got the Performax solar landscape lighting. I don't know what that means. 4-pack for $4.42. These are rechargeable. I guess that's what it means, because you can put them in those little solar lights that recharge. So now you got rechargeable ones. And look at this. Coast. These are actually really good. A lot of people don't realize there's a USB port in the battery. So it's a AAA battery, and then when you don't need a special charger, you just pop it in like with your phone charger or something. You're getting a pack, a 4-pack of these for $22. Really nice and convenient on that, not having to go and find the specific charger for that because everyone's got a USB-C charger around. All right, don't forget, parking lot sale going on now. 20% off all US General, 35% off Doyle, 50% off Thunderbolt batteries, and 25% off of Bauer. Now, I've been getting reports that it's supposed to be all Bauer. It says right here, all Bauer corded power tools. It says that. But a lot of people, I'm getting reports saying that they're not honoring it when it comes to the stationary tools, like the stationary bandsaw and stuff. And I would say have a polite but firm conversation with the store manager. It says all power tools. All right, and they're like, well, it doesn't cover stationary tools. Then why is the miter saw covered? Guys, you know, Harbor Freight used to have this real problem with the marketing team where they would constantly overlook stuff on the flyers and whatnot. If you're going to have exclusions, you got to list the exclusions, guys. That's all there is to it. And if you screwed up, then man up and be like, okay, fine, we're going to still sell it to you. And fix it next time, all right? Because you say right here, all Bauer corded power tools. There's no asterisks. There's nothing else. Got to live up to it, all right? Anyway, let's keep going. We've got over at Home Depot, the Anchor Solix. I know I usually save these for the end, but I got to tell you, storm season is upon us. There is snow. We had an inch of snow yesterday. Thankfully, it all melted at our elevation. I kid you not, 200 feet above us is the snow line. It's beautiful to look at. Still friggin' cold. There was ice on my windshield this morning. Not a fan of that. Winter has said, screw fall. He's done. We're moving in. So get prepared for winter storms, folks. And I've had, you know, a lot of people have not been, they've been kind of slow to adopt this whole, you know, because they're like, oh, I got to have gas. But most power outages don't even really last long enough for you to bother going out and firing up the gas generator when you can just have something like this, plug it in, get through your power outage. It's an hour, a few hours, whatever. This is 3,600 watts. That's a lot of juice on this. Anchor makes one of the best ones in the business, and it's on sale right now. This is supposed to be a $2,500 unit, all right? It's supposed to be, you know, up there with the big boys, and it's running at what used to get a 2K box, less than a 2K box for a year ago. 34% off down to $1,649. Don't wait for the time you need it. Buy it before then, because it sucks when all the lights go out and you're like, oh, I should have listened to that guy on the YouTubes. All right. We got, speaking of power, I actually bought this one. I love these batteries. The 20 volt max power stack set here from DeWalt. You're getting the 5 amp and the 1.7. That 1.7, it does not seem like it's a lot of power, but for the smaller tools, especially like the atomic tools and stuff like that, where you don't want to be carrying around a big heavy clunking battery on it, you can use that smaller one. It's $149 for the set of 3 there. You get the 2 batteries and the charger. That's a great deal, 47% off. Then we're over here with Milwaukee. Check it out. We got the Milwaukee Bluetooth job site speaker, plus two amp hour M12 batteries, plus the charger, 62% off. That takes it down to $129. How about this? We got the M18. This is the cordless 1/2 inch. This is not the special, it's not the fuel. It's not even the brushless. It's just your basic drill driver with a battery, with a charger, with a bag. Just your regular kit, 50% off, taking it down to $99. All right, then we've got the M12 automotive kit here, all right? You've got the M12 cordless screwdriver. I'm a big fan of that M12 cordless screwdriver. I will be honest. I mean, I like the M12 products. I wish they would go to, I was just thinking about this the other day. Anybody remember the old Black & Decker VPX line where it was basically the 12 volt has 3 of those batteries. I'm doing it like that because that's how they're stacked. There's in a little triangle format. I like the double battery because it slots up there just nice and easy, and the angle on it, the tack angle for the tool. Anyway, I'm just being an old codger. Back in my day, we had better, anyway. It's still a really good tool. And then you're getting the ratchet, the light, 2 batteries, the charger, the bag, 43% off, all that coming in at $229. All right, next up we've got the belt sander here for cordless belt sanding racing. Go cordless, man. You know, don't get tethered. $299. That's 47% off. Look at the batteries you're getting with this. Not one, but two. Basically, you're buying the batteries and the charger, and you're getting the belt sander for free at this point. All right, then we're back with the M12. This is your general contracting kind of stuff. We got the impact. We got the drill driver. You're getting two batteries. You got the bit set. You got the charger, and you got the bag. Milwaukee has some of the best bags in the business. I know I'm kind of a bag snob, but it's true. $169, that's 19% off a list on that one. Then we're over with Ryobi. Ryobi, the Airstrike, man, they invented this category of affordable cordless nailers, and they're still dominating it. 18 volt, 18 gauge cordless Airstrike brad nailer and jigsaw, tool only, bare tool, 19% off, down to $168. All right, then we got the one and done double bagger kit here from Ryobi for $700. 13% off a list, but you're getting the drill driver, the impact, you're getting the jigsaw, the multi-tool, the recip saw, the sander, the Airstrike nailer, the circ saw, the impact wrench, the grinder, and even a miter saw, plus the batteries, the charger, and the double bag. It's a $1330 value, and it's coming in at $699. All right, then we're over with some orange. We got some deals with Ridgid, believe it or not. 55% off on the high torque wrench, impact wrench here with the 4 amp hour batteries plural, with the charger and the bag. I hate to say it, not a fan of the Ridgid bags. I don't like the form factor. They're not badly made. That's the form factor. Ryobi does the same thing on most of their bags too. I don't like that little briefcase style bag. I want the traditional tool bag. All right, is that asking too much, Ridgid? Then we got their drill driver here. 18 volt, 2 amp hour battery, charger, full kit there for $79. That's 20% off. Then we're over here, M12, check it out, 4-port sequential battery charger. Now what that means, sequential means it's gonna do one then the next. So if you pop 4 batteries, it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not gonna charge all 4 at once. Not really an issue. I mean, unless you're on the job site and you're waiting for your batteries. For anything else, if you're just putting it on a workbench or something like that, I don't care if they're sequential, they're just gonna run. Anyway, $79, it's 34% off. Then we got the Ryobi. This one's been out. The 6-pack charger plus a 2 amp hour battery plus an individual charger coming in 39% off, down to $109. All right, then we got the Milwaukee 6-pack charger here. And again, with a 5 amp hour battery here, that's 38% off, taking it down to $249. And then we got, of course, the inflator. This one's a huge hit. If you're in the Milwaukee line and you don't have the inflator, I don't know what to tell you. Plus, this kit here, basically, you're getting the inflator for free. You're buying 2 of the high output batteries and the charger for $299. They're throwing the inflator in for free, essentially. It's 52% off. Then we got the M12 inflator. This is 62% off. You're getting the inflator, 2 M12 batteries, both 2 amp hour batteries, and the charger there for $129. Back to Ryobi, high pressure inflator kit. Again, high pressure, low volume. Basically, you're doing tires, sporting goods, stuff like that. You're not doing like rafts and air beds, all right? You're looking at 22% off of this. And this, again, is full kit. You're getting the battery, the charger, the inflator, all the adapters for just under $70, $69.88. All right, Porter cable. Haven't seen this deal in a while. We got the typical pancake compressor for Porter cable, plus the 3-pack of nailers for $300. That's the old standby combo kit we usually see around Black Friday. All right, then we got the 3/8 drive ratchet. I have been outspoken that I'm not a fan of a lot of the Milwaukee hand tools. Not that they're bad. I think they are tool truck equivalent, all right? That said, it's the form factor. They do this where I'll show you the wrenches here in a minute. The wrenches really get me. The sockets are, whatever on the sockets. But these ratchets, especially on this extended length, it's not a bad ratchet. It really isn't. It's nice. It's slim. It's a good ratchet. 90-tooth, 12-inch extended 3/8 for $44.97. All right, then we've got the gear wrench 72-tooth basic combination ratcheting set with the standard and the stubbies. You're getting both sets, 33% off, taking it down to just under $100, $99.99. All right, then we got the Milwaukee electrician set here, if you would. We've got the wire strippers, the line pliers, the screwdriver bit, a bit driver, basically. It's 47% off, coming down to $29.88. All right, Stiletto hammer in titanium. all right, with the nice wood hickory handle there. It is the California style framing hammer, kind of grip on it. I'm not particularly a fan of that, but some people are. Anyway, 14 ounce, 18 inch, and don't let the ounces fool you, all right? The whole point of titanium is that it's lighter. And a lot of people go, well, light, if it's light, then you're going to have to hit it more times. That's not, dude, you failed physics, all right? Because there's two ways to get, force, and it's either through mass or through speed. And because it's lighter, it swings faster and it's not as much shock, so it's easier on the old elbow. If you're swinging all day long, this is the way to go. It's $84.97 on that one. All right, then we got the hex keys here, SAE and metric ball end as well with the nice little, clamp set, not clamp set, but the case for it. It's 27% off, coming in just under $40, $39.97. Then look at this, the demolition screwdriver. Come on, no one's using this thing as a screwdriver. This is a pry bar all day long is what people are using this for. Not that it's a big long one, but 2x longer life, forged steel shank that goes all the way through the sucker. I thought there was a picture of it. Anyway, look at the striking cap on this. That's a big striking cap. I'm really impressed that they made it. Usually they're not as big as the handle itself, so that's kind of nice to see there. Anyway, that's coming in at $14.97, 21% off. Here's the wrenches. You see how they swell up in the center? I'm sure some people find that to be very ergonomic and they like it. Personally, I'm not a fan. You're looking at $349. This is a full set, ratcheting wrenches with the case. Goes nicely in your tool drawer, hanging on your pegboard or on your wall. 26% off. Then we have the standard wrenches with the aggro teeth on them. If we can come in here and see them. This is the same tooth that we see on, what did I just say? I think Carlisle has them. The Icons have them. I think Matco has them. I think there's somebody else out there. I don't think Capri has it. Anyway, they will grab a hold. Now just be aware, they will also mar the surface of a bolt. So if you're looking for a clean finish, like if they're bolts that people are going to see, then these are not the wrenches for you. But if you have stuck bolts, this is the way you want to go. $229. That's a great set if you can get over the ergonomics on it. All right, then we've got, this is a nice set. Pack out half-inch drive, SAE and metric ratchet and socket case here. 47 piece. If you're in the pack out line, I could totally see going this route. $259, 24% off. And the last one from Home Depot is the Milwaukee pliers. And I've talked about this. They're the locking pliers before. I'm a huge fan of these. Bought them myself. All right. I love this little bit here. The finish on it is decent. I have the Malco Eagle grips, and I'll be honest, I don't use them much because I want them to last and hand them down to the kids. But if I'm going to beat on something, I'm going to get out the Milwaukees. I love this being able to torque it down like it's nice and tight. Of course, you can run the screwdriver through it if you really need to try and break your tools. I never really have that problem. Maybe I just don't have weak hands like you. I'm teasing. I'm kidding, guys. Anyway, $59.97. That's 25% off, and you get the set of 5. I have the double set. So I have the larger one here, and then I have the little tiny needle nose ones. I use those all the time. I really dig those. Those are great. Anyway, $60, 25% off. Highly recommend this set. All right, let's head over to Lowe's. All right, we got the Kobalt 40 volt, 520 CFM. That's a good solid mid-range blower there. Comes with a full kit. You're getting the battery, the charger, the blower, all of that for $159. If you're going to think about it, I mean, even as a standalone, not a bad deal. But if you're thinking about getting in the Kobalt 40 volt line, this is a great way to do it. And then we got Ego, of course, and if you want to slide into the king of the cul-de-sac line, this is it, and this is the price point. You can get their basic intro blower. Now again, 530 CFM at 56 volts, because we're looking at 520 at 40, 530 at 56. This has got a 4 amp hour battery. Granted, this has got a 2.5, but better battery, I'm sorry, it just is. Ego makes probably the best batteries in the business. $179 for an Ego. That's an unheard of price. Now, bear with me though, because for a few bucks more, you could slide on up to the 56 volt 615 CFM with a 2.5 amp hour battery. But Ego's not done because they play in the slippery slope game like nobody else. $30 more will slide you up to the 650 CFM with a 5 amp hour battery. Oh my gosh, that is a great blower with a great battery combo. That is just a standout option right there. But oh, they're not done yet. For $259, we can get you to the 670, 180 mile an hour, 4 amp hour battery. That is, I mean, that's a serious blower. That is going to get you some respect, right? Nah, no, it's not. If you want to be really respected as the king of the cul-de-sac, you need this. That is the 765, all right? As in that blower right there. If you want to be on my level, all right, you got to get on my level, all right? If you want to get up there, $329 is what the entry fee on that one's going to be. That's going to get you 765 Class 5 Hurricane 200 mile an hour battery powered leaf blower, 5 amp hour, all right? This will blow dry leaves, grass clippings, wet leaves, snow, the neighbor from across the street. It'll do it all. $329 on that one, all right? All right, now let's talk about mowers. We got the Kobalt Gen 4 40 volt. Remember I was talking about that 40 volt line. Here's your combo. 6 amp hour battery, 20-inch push mower. Now this thing is mostly plastic, which means it's gonna be lightweight. People are like, I don't want plastic, it's not gonna last. Dude, have you not heard of plastic? It doesn't. It does everything. Metal rusts. Plastic just keeps being plastic forever. Anyway, these things, you can bang them around, and then at the end of the season, you hang them on the wall. They're fantastic. You can actually go mulch a bunch of leaves with them. And then you don't even have to deal with raking. Just let all that nutrients go right back into your yard, all right? Anyway, looking at $209, down from $349, you can get a full-size 40-volt mower for $209. That's insane. Oh, you want more power? Toro Recycler, 21-inch, 60-volt. We're at a 60-volt with the battery, full kit from Toro, coming in at $289, down from $479. We're not done yet. You want self-propelled? We got the 7.5 amp hour battery, 60-volt Toro in the self-propelled, coming in at $439. Then we got the top-of-the-line Greenworks. Greenworks, this is 80-volt, 21-inch, self-propelled. I think it'd even make you a martini while it's mowing. It comes with a full kit, battery charger, everything for $519. $519 on that. All right, let's talk pressure washers, all right? I got, I think, 3 choices here for you. We got the entry-level Greenworks 1.2 GPM cold water pressure washer, 4-in-1 spray tips. It's got the soap dispenser built in, the whole 9. Just a great form factor, just a good, solid, everyday pressure washer, coming in at $199. Then we've got the Greenworks Pro. This is a step up, 2,500 PSI, 2 GPM on this, 5 spray tips. Just look at the cord wrap on that. All the organization, really nice to see, coming in at $299. And then if you want to go gas and be serious, we got the Simpson with the triplex pump with the 3.5 GPM. That's 4,000 PSI pressure washer, 5 tips on that. Again, that is a serious, you're getting into the budget pro level pressure washers at that point. All right, let's talk about some boxes, okay? Because I know I talk about the Harbor Freight stuff all the time. Maybe you're just not liking the Harbor Freight and you want to go with something over at Kobalt. Well, they got all the colors, and the 3 of them, the black, the blue, the red, are on sale at $219. The white and the, what was that, green, I guess? Greenish, Dayglow. Those are $269. But get the sale price, get the red one. 4 drawer here, coming in at $219 on that. And I think, does it come with the side table? I think it might come, 4 drawers. I don't know about the side table on that. Then we've got the 36-inch bottom drawer for bottom roller cabinet for $349. Honestly, now we have the top cabinet here, so you can put the top cabinet on it for $249. But for $349 for 36-inch toolbox, that even as a standalone as a work surface, that's a great deal. That's like, remember when the Hart ones were on sale? That's the same kind of thing you're looking at. 36 inches wide, 38 inches high, 5 drawers on that. It's not super robust. It's not a steel tank like the U.S. General, but I mean, it's cheaper than any of the U.S. Generals that you can buy now. All right, here's the top box with a nice little semi-hutch up there for $249. Then let's talk about hand tools. We got the Craftsman Overdrive, and I've been talking about the Overdrive on and on again. Folks, it is just as good as I say. Ask anybody who has it; they will tell you. $279 for the 284 piece. If that's a bit much, we got the 120 piece overdrive for $149. But you're still getting all three of the ratchets there. You're getting some wrenches. They have the teeth in them. All of these have the teeth. The sockets have the teeth. The wrenches have the teeth. There's teeth everywhere. All right, and then we have the Kobalt 238 piece metric and SAE, no case here. All right, but you are getting the foam trays on this. So if you like that foam tray set, I mean, why would you want to go with a custom designed plastic PTEG, chemically resistant, custom designed solution? Why would you want to do that? I don't know. Anyway, coming in at $149 on that set. Estwing, I'm an Estwing fan bear from way back in the day. I absolutely love these made in the USA hammers. We got the 20 ounce steel head, of course the steel head with the comfort grip handle on it for $28, the 22 ounce for $32, and the 28 ounce also for $32. Well, $32.98 on that one. I cannot recommend these enough. I'm a huge fan of Estwing. That was the first hammer I bought when I was swinging a hammer, for pay, as it were. And they stayed the same. They're just as good. They're an icon made in the U.S. You should definitely own at least one, if not all of them. All right, let's talk about power tools. We got the Kobalt impact wrench, 1/2-inch drive, with battery, with bag, with charger, the full kit for $149. All right, then we will need some extra batteries. We got two 4-amp-hour batteries, extended run, double pack there for $99. All right, then we got the DeWalt over here. Now, this is the Max XR. So everything in here is XR. They're all brushless, even the flashlight. And you're getting a power stack battery, a 5-amp-hour battery, the charger, the bag, all of that for $449. All right, then we got, look at the bit set. Check this out. We got 110 bits for $34.98, $35. Call it what it is. Still, I mean, that's a great deal right there. I'm happy when they're $10 a pop. That would be $40. You're under $10 a pop on this. I just don't know why you wouldn't be grabbing all of these. And they interlock as well. All right, Craftsman, we got the vac over here. This is the 8-gallon, 3.5 horsepower wet dry vac with all the attachments nicely configured. It's got the ears on it to wrap everything up. I like that. It's got the holders on the feet. That's really nice. Coming in at just under $60, $59.98. No, it's not the DeWalt Stelsonic. It's still going to be that bleed from the ears, but Craftsman makes a good vac. They really do. And for $60, you're not going to come close to that. All right, then we got Flex. Oh my gosh, look at this. You got the multi-tool, the best recip, cordless recip in the business. You're getting the drill driver and the impact, 2 batteries, charger, bag, that whole kit, and a great bag at that. I haven't said how good the bags are. For $299. $299. That is an insane price, all right? And remember, oh yeah, lifetime warranty with that. Guys, I don't know why you're sleeping on Flex, all right? Here's the 2-pack combo. You can get the drill driver with the impact, with the 2 batteries, with the case, with the charger, with the bag for $159. All right, now these are the compact. They're not the full size, but they're full power in a compact form factor. That's even for the homeowner, that's a great deal. All right, here's the Flex variable speed cordless impact wrench here. This is a 1/2-inch bare tool for $129. Then we got the circ saw, again, bare tool, but this is the inline kind of rear handle one. It's the smaller 6.25, left facing for those of you young pups who like your left facing saws. No, seriously, I kid. It's a good saw for $129. Then we got, again, the best recip in the biz, $159. That's just a beast of a saw there. Again, tool only. Or how about the one-hand recip there? Again, tool only for $129. And again, if you guys don't know, and I haven't mentioned this before, it's the buy more, save more. So if you're buying more than one, you can actually save more money on top of that sale price. All right. I don't often mention buy more, save more because there always seems to be a buy more, save more going on. So I just kind of expect you to look for it. So that case, if you don't know, always look, especially at Lowe's. They do a lot of the buy more, save more. There's always seems to be one going on somewhere. All right, if you like a more traditional saw, they've got the basic 7.25 right-facing Just your standard everyday workhorse of a saw coming in at 159 bare tool. And the jigsaw as well for 159. There's kind of a theme going on here. If you're looking to stack up on flex, now's the time to do it. I don't even think Black Friday is going to be better than this once you combine the sale price with the buy more price if you're buying full kits. All right, then we got some great deals over at Tekton of all places. Now Tekton just came out with a new line of screwdrivers. I believe they're made in Germany. I could be wrong because the model that these are based off of, or actually no, it says it right there on the shaft. You can read it here. It says made in Germany. I'm saying the ones they're based off of are made in Germany. So no more made in the USA unless you go to the outlet and all their tri-lobe made in the USA screwdrivers are on clearance. All of them. Too many to list. We did a video on this years ago when they first came out. They even have the look at the black oxide ones as well. Look at this. The whole set here. Stubbies included. You can get individuals, you can get sets, you can get all of it. I'll put a link to the main page there, and you can check out the ones you want, all right? Anyway, don't forget to check out dentatools.com for all of your Quinn Master socket set needs. It's very specific, but that's kind of the point. We wanted to come out with something that wasn't just merch. You know, yeah, you can buy the hat, and then we have the shirts and the sweatshirts and stuff like that. They're usually linked below the videos and stuff. But you never hear me talk about it. You never hear me pushing, oh, go and buy our hats. Go buy. I never like that. I also don't like Patreon and taking all the good content and putting it behind a paywall. I could take this video and put it behind a paywall and charge people $5 a month. I mean, all the stores do it. You want to join, Sam's Club, you got to pay to get in there, right? We could do that. I don't want to do that here, okay? But if you want to support the channel, rather than us begging for handouts, how about a fair exchange of goods here? And if you've got the Quinn Master socket sets, then you know the problem because they don't fit in any of the regular socket adapters, all right? Because if you buy like the pin ones or the standard injection molded ones, they're not made for Master socket sets. They skip, and the Quinn sets don't. And so you end up, trust me, I went through it. You end up with a whole pile of sockets in another drawer because they didn't fit in the set. Well, no more. We've got it all figured out. Full video. Go check it out. It came out Sunday. We did the live stream on Saturday. You can go check out the website, dentatools.com. Anyway, if you like what we do here, go ahead and chomp the old like button, smash the subscribe, ring the bell on the way out. You all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.